Much peace to you guys and welcome. Today's message is about facing our shadows, okay? And really how to trust life when everything seems to be falling apart, okay? And I've been through rough moments myself. I understand what it's like to feel pain, disaster, and really depression. And what I'm realizing is the fact that this is not something to fight against, okay? Your shadow is not something to fight against. It's more likely an opportunity for growth and expansion. And I'm realizing that there is power in letting go, okay? There is power in letting go. So, someone said that when you let go, everything will actually come to you. So be yourself. In those rough moments, respect yourself. In those rough moments, try to really accept even your shadows and your own disaster. Now, feeling depressed means feeling at deep rest. Okay. So whenever you are feeling depressed, it's an opportunity for your body to actually rest. Okay. And I'm realizing that we all have stuck energy, okay? The emotional body sometimes has stuck energy. And really, when this energy wants to heal itself, you may feel like you are being in a low vibration because it wants to come out of the stuck feeling, okay? So realize that you gotta face your own fear, you gotta face your own shadow, you gotta begin to let go and step into who you really are, okay? Now, in your roughest moments, you actually become illuminated, okay? In your darkest times, you realize that there is actually beauty in the dark. And when you integrate also the negative, it's like you are becoming more balanced, okay? You are becoming more in equilibrium. You are becoming a person that thinks, feels, and acts beyond duality, okay? So you have to realize that the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin, okay? There is no light without darkness. There is no good without bad. So everything has its own opposite pole. And when you are facing your roughest moments, you realize that you can actually go beyond this duality and really operate as a more balanced way of being, okay? So realize that your pain and suffering is happening not against you, but for you, okay? So how to trust life when everything seems to be falling apart? You have to accept yourself, okay? You have to accept yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to follow your own intuition, okay? You gotta respect your own choices. I've seen that in my journey in my past. I wasn't actually listening to myself and I was creating disaster. But in our nature, we're actually kind. In our nature, we're actually good. In our nature, we are in the flow state, okay? So you are not a victim, okay? You are not a victim. And when everything seems to be falling apart, you have to realize that it's an opportunity for growth and expansion, okay? So you have to go as deep as possible into your own unconscious and subconscious mind and really get to extract the gift of your own suffering, okay? So in my past videos, I've talked about the fact that you should also begin to accept the negative feeling. It's not always about the positive. And the thing is that when you accept the negative feeling, you actually transform it. So whatever is being accepted can be turned into vibrational alignment, okay? So the more that you accept yourself, the more that you love yourself, the more that you give yourself the time, freedom, and space necessary to evolve, is the more that you will actually find vibrational alignment with who you really are, okay? So realize that the universe makes no mistakes, and your pain and suffering is an opportunity for growth and expansion, okay? So you have to trust the fact that even in your darkest moments, you have the power to start afresh. Even in your darkest moments, you have the power to begin to create something new, to alchemize your feelings, to evolve as a spiritual being, okay? to be more connected to source, to learn to really love yourself in the process. You have to love yourself even in your darkest moments, because the best relationship that you could ever have is the relationship that you actually have with yourself. So in those rough moments, you have to learn to really take care of your own thoughts. You have to really learn to take care of your own feelings and emotions, okay? And you have to learn to slow down in order to speed up, okay? So when you trust life, even when everything seems to be falling apart, it's like you are trusting the universe. Because someone said, and I really resonate with this, he said that in chaos there is great order. So in your darkest moments, you have the power to become more integrated, more connected to your own way of expressing yourself, more in alignment with source and higher consciousness, okay? So there is power in also going deep into your own shadow. It's not always about flowers and the positive. It's not always about dancing in the light, but sometimes it's also about facing and integrating the shadow, okay, which is super important, okay? So learn to really merge with life in a different way, okay? Learn to merge with life in a way that fulfills your soul. Learn to merge with life in a way that you actually integrated your own shadow, okay? So it's not about perfection. It's not about perfection. I'm seeing that in today's society we always want to be perfect, but it's not about perfection. It's more likely about being real and honest with yourself, okay? Being authentic. So being authentic is not always about the positive. It's also about learning to integrate your own pain, disaster and suffering, okay? So find little ways to really get to raise your energy. Find little ways to take care of your own health. Find little ways to really forgive. Find little ways to really step into that powerful version of yourself, okay? And I'm seeing that we all make mistakes, okay? We're not perfect. We all make mistakes, and sometimes we have to learn from these mistakes, okay? I have learned a lot from the mistakes I made in my past, and I'm realizing that they were actually lessons for my soul to evolve, okay? So whenever you are feeling like everything is falling apart, it is an opportunity for you to really get to connect more to your own soul, to the aspects of yourself that you haven't actually accepted, okay? So connect more to your own vibration, connect more to your own way of expressing yourself, okay? And if you feel like things are falling apart, maybe you should actually let them fall apart, because the universe makes no mistakes and the universe never gives you more than you can actually handle, okay? So find little ways to really accept it, okay? When you accept something, you have the power to transform it into something beautiful, okay? Whenever you accept a negative experience, you actually turn it into a positive experience. And again, the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. It's all about finding balance, okay? It's all about finding alignment. It's all about learning to merge with life in a more harmonious way, okay? So I think that this is today's message about the fact that what to do when everything seems to be falling apart. How to trust life when everything seems to be falling apart. You don't have to lose your trust, okay? Love yourself. Embrace yourself, accept yourself, and see magic happen. If you're new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, that is appreciated. And if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level, feel free to contact me at my email address in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Namaste to you all, and yeah, take a deep breath like always. See you on what is coming up next. Much peace and see ya.